Jade, would you come to stage, please? Big applause. Very patient, Jade.
Scene. Okay. Who loved having vision here for us?
Yeah.
Okay, when I raise my arms, everyone just needs to be a T-Rex like me because I can't lift it in this dress. It's the first time I've worn it, so everyone just T-Rex arms for me. Yeah? Thank you. Yes, I love this. Okay. So earlier on, when Jazine started, she asked what he wanted to get out of today. And I think it was Vivian said she wanted to get some focus and clarity on what path she should follow. Which one should she choose to do? Christine, you wanted to understand how to stop overthinking and to take action. I like to overthink my overthinking. And then worry about which step I should take. I'm still confused, what's the clarity? So I am here on this stage today because of the tools that I learned from Vision in this seminar last year in Barcelona. So I want to share with you now the tools to help you overcome these things. Okay? One thing I want you to bear in mind. Anyone go to Juan Pablo's speech the other day?
Oh, yes.
Yes? Beautiful. How many seconds do you have before your mind takes over to make a decision? Three. Yes. So for those who weren't there, the first 3 seconds when you're making a choice on something is your soul choosing. After that, your mind is trying to decide. That's when we're like, oh, BRULE, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm Australian and my dad's a mercenary sailor, so is it okay? We got children in the room? Amazing. So, I'm not, shouldn't put you in front of kids. So, we don't want to get past that 3 seconds. When I start teaching these tools, I want you to go with those gut reactions. The first 3 seconds, that's what rings true to you. Are we good with that?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. I want everyone to take a moment to write down a goal that you're working towards right now that you're happy to share with your neighbour.
Happy to share with the neighbour.
It can be your neighbour at home or your neighbour here today. But if it's something that you're happy to voice out loud. Can I just get a hand up when you've got it down? Okay, a few more moments. I'm going to do my juggling act, microphone and... No, it's okay. Okay, a few more hands up. Yep, beautiful. Okay. So, we've had a few people who have read the book. We're talking about means goals versus end goals. Who knows the Vision story on this about the lady who was in his Silver Method training and wanted to visualize how to type faster? Yeah? So very short version, guys. This lady came to him and said she wanted to learn how to visualize to type faster. And he's like, why would you want to learn how to type faster? Well, if I type faster, I get promoted, I make more money, I get money in the bank, can have a house, I can buy the house, I want my mum to come live with me because she has all of these family relics and I want to be able to provide that for my family. That's a really quick version, okay? So do you see, she wanted to do little steps so that she could do things. I want to type faster so that I can get promoted. I want to get promoted so I can put some money in the bank. I need the money in the bank to buy the house. I want to buy the house so my mum can come live with me. I don't just want mum to live with me, I want all of our family history so that I can then share it with my family. What was the end goal? Family. So it was a feeling, yeah? It was an emotion. I'm going to quickly show you one of my means goals. Okay? So, who else has heard Vision's Taekwondo story? Did he tell it the other day? No. Does everyone know that Vision represented Malaysia in Taekwondo?
No.
Who can believe that Vision represented Malaysia in Taekwondo and he could kick your ass? Yeah? So Vision had a vision of him representing his country and having the Malaysian flag on his back as he represented the country. The problem is he didn't envision himself winning. So he can tell the whole story. Short story is, he got into the ring, I think like 3 seconds later, got punched in the face and knocked out. So, but he did get his suit and he did get his country on his back. I have a similar story. I had a goal of making a football team, a professional football team. So my goals went like this. I want to run a 40-yard dash in under 5.3 seconds. I want to lose 5 kilos of body fat. I wanted to bench press and squat twice my body weight. So on, so forth. All of them had a so. I wanted to run the 40-yard dash in less than 5.4 seconds because if I could do that, I could be the running back on the team. And I'm kind of small, so I shouldn't be a linebacker. Anyone know American football in here? Yeah? I don't really look like a linebacker, right? No. I need to lose 5 kilos of body weight because they weren't going to let me be on TV if I was a little bit on the larger side. I needed to bench press and squat twice my body weight so that I didn't get squished every time I got tackled. Everything had a so to it. I will need to do this so that I can. Can anyone guess what my actual end goal was, though?
It's the so.
The football team? Close. Get a touchdown.
Love.
That was it?
Love.
Love. She's correct. I wanted validation. I thought that if I made this big team and I was on TV, then I would be somebody. And then I would be loved. And I'd be enough. Has anyone worked towards a goal because that's what their end goal was?
Yeah.
And they're chasing some crazy thing like being a running back and getting splat like every day and having to train 38 hours a week while trying to run a company purely because your husband didn't love you? Eek. We don't want to do that. So I want you to take a second. Have a look at your goal. Was it a means goal or an end goal? Can I have a share? Can I have someone that has a means goal? Yes?
I want to find a mentor,
You want to find a mentor.
Yeah.
So
so I can make a difference.
you can make a difference?
Difference with the gifts I have to give.
So? Ah,
So I can contribute to make this world a better place.
beautiful. And what will that mean to you?
I would have a purpose in life.
And what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I guess it's validation as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How will you feel when you have that validation?
Fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So your end goal is fulfillment and validation.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to write that down
Okay.
because there are many, many different ways the universe can provide that to you. Can I have someone with an end goal? Thank you so much for sharing.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Carrie. My end goal is to uplift global consciousness.
Mm-hmm. And what will that make you feel?
It will make me feel nothing. It's part of the ingrained cellular vibration that I'm here to do.
Wonderful. Have you thought about how you're going to do that?
I've thought about how I'm going to do that many ways, but it's simply showing up exactly as I am in each moment.
Wonderful. Perfect end goal. She's not obsessing over, okay, so tomorrow I've got to go and do this, and then I need to go do this, and then I better learn that. She's trusting that the universe has her back and she will fulfill that. Yeah? We have one more end goal.
I want to be peaceful.
You want to be peaceful. Beautiful. That's a perfect end goal. And we'll take one more means.
Hello, Christelle. I wanted to bring awareness for the French community on themselves and their own responsibility toward their life.
Mm-hmm.
So, what it would bring to me, I don't know. I just feel that I have to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm struggling to get there. So it's not in the flow like you are, as I'm still struggling to get there.
Okay. So you're not sure what the so is for you?
I think it's the how that I'm not sure.
Trust that the universe will bring you the how. We'll do that in the exercises.
Yeah, I guess it's a question of confidence. Yeah?
What is the emotion that you're going to feel once you've achieved that?
A feeling of being relieved.
Being
Relieved.
relieved? Yes.
Yeah, because people take their own responsibility and they can go toward them. So feeling like more confident that and trustful toward people.
More trustful towards people.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to go a little bit deeper on that, because I think now we're starting to find the underneath. So you don't have trust in people. You're trying to find the trust in the people. You want to feel more confident that the world is a good place.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful. When we do the exercises, you can go a little bit deeper, but I want you to think about what is the underlying belief, where does it come from, and what is the ultimate end feeling that you would want to have by achieving that goal?
Joy.
Joy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So, means goals are often tied to BRULES. So, Amrit told us a lot about BRULES earlier. With your goal, is there anything in it that may have been influenced by a BRULE? You have a share for us?
Now, now that I think back, it wasn't a rule. My mother always wanted me to teach,
Mm-hmm.
and I rebelled against it, but I ended up teaching in various ways. So I don't think it was a rule now looking back. At the time I did.
Beautiful. Has anyone got a goal there that they think may have been influenced by a BRULE? Oh, we have one just behind you, Natalia.
So I'm Linda from Florida.
Actually, just in thinking about it, I want to do some inspirational teaching. However, in and of itself, that could be conforming to a rule of I should be doing something.
Yes. Anything that's a should is usually prefaced on a BRULE. So, and that can be by a contagion. So, when we looked at the BRULES before, there's multiple ways that we take BRULES on. Culturescape, religion, it can be contagion. Can anyone tell me what contagion is? Do you know what I mean by that? Anyone that's read the book? Amrit?
From other people's ideas,
Yeah.
bouncing off each other.
Other people's ideas. So social media plays a massive, massive part in this. And especially for us that are here in the room, I'm guilty of this myself. Because I am surrounded by very successful entrepreneurs who are changing the world. So I often think, I should be doing that too. I should be speaking on a bigger stage. I should be creating my own methodology and like being so smart, because that's what Vision does, and I hang out with Vision. And that's what Jack Delosa does, and so if I'm going to hang out with them, I need to do that too. That's a BRULE. Anything that's a goal because you should, or you think that it would make you a better person, doesn't necessarily mean that it's from your heart. Okay? End goals are about following your heart. So Vision stole my line before, but I'm going to give it anyway. My life changed the moment I read Neil Donald Walsh's book, Conversations with God. Anyone else here read Conversations with God? Got a few? Amazing. So what I took from that is I am a soul here having a human experience. So while I am in this timeline wearing this meat suit, what experience does my soul want to have? I'm pretty sure it did not want to be wearing that 3-piece pinstripe fucking suit. Walking down Pitt Street in Sydney City every day to sit under some fluorescent lights for another 18 hours. Pretty sure that's not why my soul came to this earth in this time. Yeah? Can anyone else relate with having an experience like this? Are they mowing lawns and cleaning houses and going to jobs that they don't want to do and it making them feel icky just because you think you should. Yeah? Yeah? So an end goal is when you check in with your soul, those 3 seconds. Does this feel true to me? Does my heart really want to do this? Am I going to feel joyful at the end? Not accomplished, because too many people go, yep, put a goal on the list and I get a sense of achievement when I tick that off and we get the endorphins flowing, and that's really short-lived, yeah? Has anyone had a goal that they've written down for themselves and they've ticked it off and they've worked their asses off to get there, and 5 seconds after it's done, yeah? I got a few heads nodding. Yeah? Would you like to share? Would you share with us?
Did my thesis.
Your thesis? Yep. And why did you do your thesis?
Family.
Family. So based on a BRULE.
Kind of like what I did, but it was like 9 years of convincing myself that I need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy I did it, but when the moment the diploma was handed over, it's just blank, total blankness.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck?
Do you have one yourself?
I had a company with 2 business partners, and I didn't have my own values, but my business partner said like, okay, make 1 million euros in revenue this year. And we worked our asses off to achieve that goal, and we made the goal, we broke it, but it didn't mean anything to me because it was not aligned with my values and also how we got there.
Yeah. So beautiful. Okay. Who the hell is that?
Oh, wow.
That's me. And yes. Wow. It doesn't really look like me anymore. So in 2015, I was working towards all the things that I thought I should. And if anyone has heard Vishen do this segment, he talks about how he thought he should be an entrepreneur because that's what success is going to be. Does anyone in this room want to be an entrepreneur? Got a few? Anyone that's already an entrepreneur? Anyone feeling, why the fuck did I decide to do this? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I thought I was going to get freedom and I could do whatever I want, be my own boss, and life's going to be amazing. And I see all these super famous entrepreneurs traveling around the world, living life large. I'm going to do that. And then in reality, it's like, I didn't realize I had to work 18 hours a day, work with people I don't like. Oh, and those clients? Yeah, they should really pay me at some stage. Yeah. Yes, yes. That'd be nice. Yes, yes. So, me in 2015, I'd been building my business for 4 years. It's a very similar story to Vishen's. So, I was deep into the startup scene in Australia, and have we got any other Australians besides Amrit in the room? Okay. Woo! Yeah. Who listens to the Mindvalley podcast? Got a few? Has anyone listened to the Jack Delosa podcast? Aussie entrepreneur. Yep, a few nods. Okay. So Jack's a Forbes 30 under 30, young rich lister, most awarded entrepreneur under 30 in Australia. So I did my business studies, my entrepreneurial studies with Jack. And I'd been running my business at that stage, so that's probably bringing us to 2014. And I sat there one day and was like, wouldn't it be amazing if Jack Delosa wanted to invest in my business? Now, on average, about 500 students a year pitch Jack to get investment and his board of mentors. But I thought, I wonder. And then this crazy notion came, I reckon I can do it. And I was like, wait, I don't want investors in my business. That's not what I've started out for. Well, 2 weeks later, Jack's general manager comes to me and says, Jack would really like to talk to you about investing in your business. What just happened? And the ego took over and I was like, yeah, I want to be the one that Jack Delosa invests in. Everyone else is pitching, they're asking me. I don't even care what the split is, just fucking give it to me. Sure, because that's what being a successful startup in Sydney means. Get the investors, yeah? Even better yet, get the key investor, like the big hotshot that's on the cover of all the financial magazines. He's got his own TV show. He's on Sky News. He's on everything. I'll do it. Do you reckon we make that happy? So these are the things that I thought would make me happy. Jack's the gentleman with me over here. Anyone know who the guy in the middle is?
Gary.
Gary Vaynerchuk, yep. Oh, there's me getting tackled playing football. We used to do this thing called Fugly Football Friday, and our coach used to make us share the ugliest photos of us we could get. I won some awards. I had an amazing apartment looking over Sydney Harbour. You know, went on TV, had my awesome sports car. I should be happy, right? Can you imagine all of the means goals that I had to achieve these things? I used to make 100 cold calls a day to buy that sports car. This is going to show my age. I used to share a shared office with Google. So we couldn't even Google numbers to look at. I had to actually use one of those old page things that you turn and look up people and call. 100 cold calls a day to buy that car. Should be happy. But no. We read Conversations with God, and we realized that life is a choice. It is what you choose. So, in spectacular fashion, I had my little burnout and breakdown. And I wish my lovely old roommate was supposed to be here today, but he had to go on a Tinder date instead. That was far more important than being here. But he walked in and he found me after I'd gone through my divorce, sitting on the floor, snot dribbling out of my nose, crying my eyes out. And he's like, you know, we have to leave for the races in like 20 minutes, right? I'm like, He's like, okay, I don't know if I should hug you, throw tissues at you, or just leave. And I'm like, leave. No one can help me. It wasn't true. Someone recommended that I read The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. I was like, what is this wizardry you speak of? They're like, think we know what your problem is, Miss High Achiever. You're setting goals around the wrong shit. I'm like, no, I haven't. Look at all my stuff. I've got awards, I've got a sports car. My life is amazing. It's so fucking awesome. No? Okay. So, I get The Code of the Extraordinary Mind and I start looking at my goals and start thinking about, what do I really, really want? So, what I realized was, I really wanted to travel the world. One of the reasons why I wanted to be on that football team was because it meant that I got to travel the world with a group of friends and not have to be in my office wearing my suit all day long. I thought the only way to do that was to be on this famous football team. I wanted to be able to travel with my partner, experience deep love, insane intimacy, and have a caring and devoted partner. Meant the husband had to go, didn't it? Shit. Hi, Mum and Dad. That's his mum and dad I'm waving to on live, by the way. I wanted to have friends from all around the world who were amazing men and women, driven by humanity plus values, and do big things with the world. Did anyone hear Vishen say that a moment ago? I only changed one word in his slide pack on that one. And that's why the book resonated so much with me. I wanted to meet my personal growth legends, all those things. What else have I got up there? And I wanted to make a difference in the world and allow me to actually live. The exercise I'm going to give you now is how I've managed to achieve those things in less, or actually it's 1 year, 1 month. Okay, it was June that we were in Barcelona, wasn't it? Yeah, so 1 year. I've managed to achieve nearly all of the things on my list. Still looking for the partner thing, but that's a different story. So, when we go through this, I want you to remember the 3-second rule. I'm rushing for your benefit. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Don't judge my handwriting. Here is my exact 3 most important questions that I did in Barcelona. Who's done the 3 most important questions with Vision while they're here? Excellent. If you've got a head start on everyone else, so you know how to do the process. I want you to still do this because I want you to check in with your soul and ask, is this really what's going to make my soul happy in this lifetime? Okay? I've circled a few things here. I want to travel the world inspiring people to be the best version of themselves. Anyone here want to be the best version of themselves?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I'm kind of traveling. I've had to travel something like 40 hours to get here, so that's good. I want to grow into a world-class speaker. I want to learn more about personal development and life hacking. I want to help others realize that life is a choice. It is what you choose, and your past does not define you. Yes, yes? So Brules are our past, our upbringing. Just because you have come from a certain heritage, that doesn't need to be your reality now. I grew up in a trailer park. Like literally, a trailer in a trailer park. The reason why I wanted a fancy sports car is we didn't have a car. We hitchhiked to get to the hospital. And now I get to travel around the world. I get to live in beautiful apartments. I get to drive whatever car I like. So your past does not define you if you choose to break the rules. Okay? I wanted to share this with you just to show you the power of what it can do. I teach this, and I had to be a Mindvalley Master Certified Trainer because of the difference it made in my life. This is me in January in Yogyakarta, Indonesia, getting to teach a group of at-risk youth at a charity who wanted to be able to take things back to their families and cultures and help other people grow. So on the bottom of one of my lists, it had there that I wanted to be able to afford to speak for free to at-risk youth to help them realize that their life is their choice and they don't need to conform to the rules. Evidence that it works. Has everyone got their 3 most important questions? Okay. Before we go on, I want everyone to jump up. Everyone up, everyone up. Turn to your partner. You need 1 partner each. Yep. And both going to turn left. Both turn to the left.
We can have 3 partners.
So one's facing it back.
We can have 3
Yep.
partners.
Now give your partner a little massage. Massage, 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 massage. Feel good? Feel good. Okay, now I want you to take your index fingers. Wait, I'm going to do it to you. Nope. I want you to take your index fingers and tickle them. Okay, switch.
She's the one right here.
Okay, index fingers ready? And go. It's so funny, every time people still surprise. Okay, take a seat.
Enough of that.
Feel free to keep myself really hard while I talk tonight. We've lost slides, have we?
Oh, excuse me. My bum
Okay,
tends to do that.
so I want your commitment. Can everyone raise their hand? Like the Pledge of Allegiance. Americans, which hands am I supposed to use?
Right.
Left or right?
Right.
Right, okay. My other right. No. Okay, so I want you to pledge to play full out. Say it after me.
I pledge to play full out.
Okay, I'm going to play full out. And not worry what anyone else thinks. And I'm going to break the rules right now.
I'm gonna break the rules right now.
I'm leaving them behind. And I'm going after what my soul really wants. Okay, beautiful. So we've got a couple of rules. Not rules, rules. These are hard and fast rules, okay? There's a difference. Don't buy into the spiritual paradox. Who knows what a spiritual paradox is?
Can't be rich and be spiritual at the same time.
Yeah, so what Amrit said is, the spiritual paradox is, too many people think that you can't be rich and spiritual at the same time. Is my man wearing the spiritual gangster shirt still in the room? Or is he gone? Anyone know Gabby Bernstein? Yeah, so there was a gentleman here wearing her spiritual gangster shirt. I like to say I'm spiritual as fuck. Because I'm Australian. You can still have money and be spiritual and spread the word. So I don't want you to be held back or think, oh, I shouldn't write that I want that because that would make me a bad person. Money is not bad. Money is just energy and it facilitates you doing what you want to do with it. Okay? So that's our number one rule. Rule number 2, be unrealistic. So I told you before I wanted to play on the pro football team, yeah? Problem was, American football wasn't in Australia yet. So that was going to be a little bit of an issue. So I dreamed big. So I started the first female gridiron league in Australia.
Brava.
Everyone's like, honey, no. How are you going to do this? It's not possible. You can't do it. You're running another company. I was like, After I had my ankle destroyed and couldn't play football anymore, we sold it off, but that's okay. You need to be unrealistic and realistic at the same time. We'll touch on that bit in a minute. But if you only aim for the stars, where are you going to land? If you aim for the stars, you'll land
In a cloud.
You can
aim as high as you can go.
Yeah. So if you want to land in the stars, aim for the moon. Okay? If you only aim for the stars, you're probably going to stay down here on Earth. So be unrealistic. I want you to think big. I'm sure we've all heard this. A good goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. Take a quick look at the goal you wrote down before. Anyone got one that doesn't scare them? Everyone's got a goal that scares them? Can I have one share?
Launch our business worldwide.
Say that again, sorry?
To launch the business worldwide.
Awesome. Beautiful. Does it scare you a lot or a little? A heck of a lot. Beautiful.
I was going to share, I want to teach Portuguese entrepreneurs to hack their lives.
Amazing.
And that scares me because it's a huge responsibility to teach them that.
Yeah. Does it scare you to paralyzation?
Come on, look at me.
Look at me, says, nothing scares me.
No fear.
No fear. Excellent. So you don't want something that's going to scare the pants off you and you can't take action, but you want something that gives you those tingly feels. So last year in Barcelona, I had to be able to present on the stage at Mindvalley U. And that scared me a little. Okay, it scared me a shit ton. But it was still something that I could feel I could do because I could see other people in my peer group doing the same thing. You need to trust your intuition. Remember what we said about the 3 seconds? If you don't feel it here, for this exercise, I don't want you to write it down. If it's a question, your brain starts kicking in, just put it aside for now. When we do this exercise, I want you just to trust your gut. Don't overthink it. Too many people are too scared to write down their goals because they think if I write it down, I have to do it. For this particular exercise, I just want you to get out what instantly comes to you and don't overthink it and don't judge yourself. Forget the how. Don't worry about how you're going to do it. There is plenty of studies shown that if you ask your brain a question, it will go fetch you the answer, and we don't need to force it because the universe will bring it to us. So after the break, I'm going to talk to you more about how to do that, and we're going to use Chrissy Marie Sheldon's techniques and Esther Hicks' techniques on how to do that. So we're not going to worry about the how. We just want the feeling at the end. So not even the specific thing. So it's not about having the red sports car. It might be the feeling of having the wind blowing in your hair as you weave around corners. Because, you know, if someone gave you a white Lamborghini, you're going to say no? Anyone going to say no to the white Lamborghini? No? Okay, good. Well, you can always give it to me if you don't want it. You don't want it? You can wrap it. They're pretty easy. Okay, so how the how breaks down. Sometimes we start going over here and we're like, that's not really working out. Okay, I'm going to go over here. My slide's not working. And then we get an aha and we go, oh shit, I need to change direction again. Now I'm over here. Hi, am I supposed to be over here? No, probably not. Okay, back over here. Oh no. Oh, I need to go here. How much longer does it take to do this? Than just to take a straight line to where we're meant to be. Don't let your brain get you all confused and run all over the shop. Let's find out how we can get there in a direct line. We've done the dream big. Okay. I want you to think now. If you could do anything in the world that's going to set your soul on fire, and you had 10 years to do it, and you knew that you would achieve it, what would you do? What would you do? I think Vision's shared this a couple of times, but we often underestimate what we can do in 10 years and overestimate what we can do in 1. So we want to think about realistic timeframes so we don't give ourselves anxiety to do it. But I want you to go into this exercise thinking about, I've got 10 years to get this done, so I've got plenty of time. I don't need to freak out about what the next step has to be. But I know it's going to happen. I trust the universe has got my back. And it's a lot easier to do this in this room because all of you have been on a personal growth path. You all learnt things about intuition. You've sat Juan Pablo. You've sat with Regan. So I know you can tap back into that. Yeah? Rule number 3, stick to what you want. I normally go through a whole story on this, but just think of the analogy of going around and around and around and wasting time. Don't keep changing your mind all the time. Ooh. Anyone else want?
No, I'm on.
3 was trust intuition, 4 was forget the how.
Oh, well, we've got mislabeled slides. That's what happens when life happens to us. Just run with the rules. The expectancy effect. So, who was in Regan's session? Excellent. Who remembers holding up the screen? Do we know what it is to hold up the screen? So we're holding up the screen, we're envisaging the life, we're stepping through the screen, we're holding up the next screen, we're stepping through again, and then we expect that that's going to happen. We trust that the universe wants us to live the life that we want. Yeah? Once you have put it out there, you need to trust that it's going to happen. Because what we believe, we can achieve. If you don't believe it, what do you think your chances of achieving it are?
0.
0. So, You need to get right with yourself. Do I really believe this can happen? Because I can tell you right now, if you don't believe it, if I sat in that seminar last year and didn't believe that I could actually be on the stage with these wings, there is no chances I would have taken the steps to be able to make that a reality. And I wouldn't have seen the opportunities that I needed to take to make that the reality. The last thing I want you to consider, the last rule, is when you do this, you really should have some self-fueled goals. Does anyone know what a self-fueled goal is?
Just for you.
Sorry?
Just for you.
It's just for you, and it's not dependent on anyone else or any other outside circumstances. So if you want to feel love, do you need to get that from somebody else? Can you feel love for yourself?
Yes.
I know some people might go, right now, I don't know if I can, but believe that you can, and you can work towards it. But that is something that you can do for yourself. If you want to get smarter, do you need a university?
No.
No? What else could you do?
Be here.
Be here? Yes? YouTube? There's plenty of things you can do to up-level yourself that doesn't require any outside influences. Yeah? What about being fit and healthy? Do you need a gym? No. Nope. So many people I hear say, oh, I'd love to get fit, I'd love to lose 5 pounds, but I just don't have the money. Pretty sure you got arms and legs though, right? Body weight, yeah. They're excuses. So think about making sure you have some self-filled goals in there, because they're things that can give you elation as you're going along and ticking off boxes without requiring anyone else's influence. You don't need to worry about money. You don't need to worry about other people's opinions. It's something that you can do for yourself. Yeah? Okay. Are we ready? Who remembers their commitment? What's our commitment?
Play full out.
Thank you. We're going to play full out. Can I have some music, please? I'm going to guide you through this, guys. Has everyone got their 3 most important questions page? You can just draw lines in your notebook if you want, or you can use the piece of paper. Okay, we're going to start with experiences. We're going to have 3 minutes. Don't worry if you don't get everything down. You can do this at home. Think about your love relationship. What type of love relationship do you want to experience? What's the emotion and what's the feeling? Your friendships. What type of people do you want to surround yourself with? Who are they? What do they do? How do they uplift you? But more importantly, what is the feeling that you have when you're surrounded by these people? This is one of my favorites. This is one of my core values in life. Adventure. What type of adventures do you want to go on? Do you want to have the experience of the rush of the earth coming at your face as you jump out of the plane for the very first time? Do you want to experience climbing Machu Picchu and seeing the sunrise? Yes, yes, yes. We can go together next year. Ooh, El Camino, we're there. Your environment. What type of home do you want to wake up in? What do you see when you get out of bed? When you sit down to have your breakfast, what are you surrounded by? Focus on the emotion of the experience. Remember, first 3 seconds, check in with your soul. Don't let the mind take over. What do you want to experience if time and money was no object? If you could do anything in this lifetime, we've all heard of bucket lists. We usually write our experiences on a bucket list. What would you want to experience? Another 30 seconds on this one. Now we're going to move on to growth. So Tony Robbins talks about how we really fulfill our soul is through growth and contribution. I want you to think, to have those experiences that you thought about, what person do you need to grow into? So if I want to experience speaking on the stage at the next Mindvalley U, what growth do I need to do to be able to be that person? What books do I need to read? What character do I need to embody? How do I need to grow spiritually? If I want to trek Machu Picchu for 4 days, do I need to work a little bit on my health and fitness to make sure that my legs can carry me there? Remember, we don't want anything in there that's a so though. So I don't want to read a book so that I'm smart enough. You want to read the books because they bring you joy and you actually become that person. And by becoming that person, you start having the experiences. Do you want to learn a language because you want to have the feeling and the experience of being able to communicate in a native language when you travel somewhere? When I go to Portugal, would it be great if I could speak to you in your native tongue? I'd like to have that experience. Otherwise, I'm going to feel really awkward in 2 weeks' time. Another 30 seconds, guys. And contribution. How do you want to contribute to the world? What do you want to give back to your fellow humans? What do you want to give back to the other creatures in the world? You don't need to think about the greater world and people from overseas and making a huge difference and being the Dalai Lama or anything like that. You can think about your family. If you change and contribute to one life, you're starting that ripple effect in the world. So maybe it's the way that you bring up your child. Maybe it's you don't have your own child, you have a niece or nephew. Maybe it's just making a stranger smile on the street and that brightens their day. What legacy do you want to leave? When you're finished with this shell that our soul's living in the moment, what do you want to be able to look back and say, I accomplished? Another 30 seconds. You can think about your local community, your neighborhood, your university. Okay, pens down for now. You would have seen I wrote mine on my iPad. And I keep that template there because this is something I like to revisit often, to check in with myself, see if the same things are coming up. But because I learn new things and I go, oh, I want to add that to my list. So don't feel like this is a one-time event, one-time exercise. What I would suggest is, if you get time tonight, to sit, the music that we were playing is on the Onvana app, and you can just grab that, it's for free. Drop back into the moment and continue along your list until you've got everything out that you want to get out. Don't give yourself a necessary time frame, just get it out. Yeah? I'd love to have some shares. Can I have someone share an experience that they wrote down? No one's wanting to share? Oh, here we go. We've still got people writing.
Hi, my name is Sabina, and I want to reach the deepest form of human connection possible for me.
Wonderful, thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, again, I'm Gloria. Still Gloria.
Still Gloria? For now.
And I think I put a lot of things together, but basically this is what I want in my life, to continue to learn, grow, teach, and travel.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Has anyone got a growth? Oh, yes?
Hi, my name is Axel. I want to work with the brightest minds on the challenging problems.
We got someone that can share a growth. Out the back. Sorry, Christy.
I want to create ultimate health and energy, and by healing my body, I can give more to the world.
Oh, lovely, Kay. Thank you. And has anyone got a contribution? Willing to share? Everyone's very shy today. Excellent. A few more hands up.
Hi, I'm Amy. I want to help my students build a growth mindset and believe that they can do anything.
Love it. Sean?
Just let my life be an example for others. My career, companies, the culture in itself be a contribution to humanity, and let that be something that I can do just by being me.
Wonderful. There was one, yes.
Hi, my name is Daniela, and I want to travel to third world countries and build houses and volunteer there, help the people.
Amazing.
Hi, my name is Tainiat, and I want safe water for everyone in the world.
And what feeling does that bring you?
I feel that's a basic necessity and everyone should have it. It's not for me personally because, I have it. So I know the importance. I come from Pakistan, and I was born in Pakistan. And it said that in 2025, there will be no water there. So I want to make sure that everyone in this world has water and safe drinking water.
Thank you. We have one more just here.
Hi, I'm Christine again. I want to be a chiropractor. So with that, I want to open a practice to heal people's spines, physically, chemically, and emotionally. There's 3 factors that are incorporated with that. Mm-hmm. And help people live a very flowful and loose life with their body and mind and all that.
So if you were going to rephrase that into a feeling and an experience, what experience does that give you?
I think it would be seeing how I'm impacting others, mm-hmm. and how if they're able to, I'm giving the tools for them to feel better in their life and have more fulfillment. That would be fulfilling for me.
So it might be something like, I want to experience impacting others' lives and helping them to have more mobility, live a better life.
Healthy, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. When we write down our goals, we are, I think it's something like 65% more likely to achieve them. But when we share them with others, that number somewhat doubles again. So I want you to think about, who could you share your 3 most important questions with that you trust? Like a declaration and your belief. If we're too scared to share them, obviously don't share anything that's super personal, but if we're too scared to share them, then the chances we're going to do them are extremely slim. The other beautiful thing about sharing your 3 most important questions and getting, say, a circle of friends or your family to do this with you, Vision does this in the Mindvalley culture in the company, because you find other friends. So I found someone to trek Machu Picchu with. I don't have someone to do that with at the moment because all of my friends have already done it, or they don't have the time, they're stuck in jobs and things like that. So, and it's not something I want to do alone. I don't want to experience that on my own. I want to experience standing there in awe of the sun rising with someone else that appreciates it as much as I do. So I want you to take away at lunchtime your 3 most important questions with you. And I'd love you to connect with at least one other soul. They don't need to be from this room. And share one from each category that you're looking to have someone else help you achieve. Okay? After lunch, we're going to talk about why SMART goals are stupid. Okay? So, we need to be back in the room at 3 o'clock sharp. So if everyone can be back, can I have your commitment? Hands up who's going to be back at 3 o'clock sharp? Yes. Excellent. Okay, wonderful. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your lunch.
Brava, amica. Brava, 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 brava.
That's it. I'm done for that one. Love you.